Yo, what's up, guys? Enchanted Reefs here, and in today's episode, I'm bringing you guys an update on the 60-gallon Lagoon system, which is ran by the two Radeon XR15 Gen 4 Pros. And let's see, I have the two small clownfish that I initially began with are still doing good. They've been growing, been eating, been doing all of that. Then I have a small dory, a blue tang there. And then Blenny back there that eats all of the algae. I believe he's a lawnmower Blenny. And I also have a 6-line wrasse somewhere. Well, he's back there that I got in order to keep any of the pests under control. So that's pretty much the livestock. I also have a cucumber back there that pretty much only comes out at night to filter feed or just sift the sand. And yeah, that's about it. And then let's see. As far as the corals go, there's definitely been a lot of corals that have been added to this system. I know right now they're still small, but once they grow out, I'm sure that a lot of the rock structure will be covered and it'll look a lot nicer than it does right now with a bunch of small frags. The only issue that I am having right now is this with this bird's nest. You can kind of see it STSing at the base. And yesterday I ran some tests and I noticed that everything was fine. The only thing that was off was the calcium, which is at 350 ppm, which is a lot lower than I would like. So in order to just combat that issue, I went ahead and ordered some Calc-Wasser and a dosing pump yesterday. So it should be coming in this Friday. So over the weekend I'll go ahead and set that up. I'll give you guys an update on that, and then hopefully within the next 2 weeks I can get my numbers up to maybe the mid 400 to high 400s, because I know the corals will definitely respond well to that, and hopefully it'll stop the bird's nest from completely STSing out. If I do see it continue to spread further up, I might just go ahead and cut a couple tips off and move them to my other aquarium, and hopefully I can save a small piece of this bird's nest. But we'll see what happens within the next week or so. And if you notice that there's just, it seems right now a little cluttered. It seems cluttered with a bunch of stuff everywhere, a bunch of crap maybe, I don't know. But the reason for that is because I have frags everywhere. For instance, these are frags. That whole big patch in the middle is frags. Then I have my mushroom frags. And then a bunch of zoa frags back there. All of those are zoa frags. And the reason that I have frags is because in March there's going to be a frag swap here in New Mexico, which I will attend and will be vendor of. So I'm just starting to get I guess my stock ready for the show. Right now a lot of the frags only have 1 to 2 heads, so I'm hoping whenever the event happens maybe they'll have 5 to 10 heads, so I could actually give people small, I guess what they call nowadays small colonies, stuff like that, instead of just giving them out a 1-headed frag, which in my opinion isn't very well. Takes a long time for them to grow out. So if you give them more than 1 heads, they'll start off good, and then yeah, their small little colonies will just take off and completely start covering their rock and just adding a lot of volume, kind of like this Sunny D's right here that's just taking over all of that rock. So I'll either have to cut it back or maybe move those frags around and just let it Sunny D island. I don't know, we'll see what happens. And I have a small, let's see here, a small acro, a Walt Disney that's doing amazing as far as I can tell. The only thing was that the other day I was doing some maintenance and accidentally bumped into it, fragging it, cutting this small little piece off, which is responded pretty well. It didn't die or anything like that. So I guess I'll just end up taking that one to the frag swap as well. Maybe giving it out for $50 to the first person that comes to my table. We'll see. And yeah, most of these frags are going to go for $5 to $10, just trying to really push out a lot of that livestock out of my aquarium. But everything is doing good, and my small little mushroom farm, as I like to call it, is doing well as well. I have the mother mushroom back there. Then I have I believe it's a sun-kissed, cornbread sun-kissed bounce, or just mushroom. And then Frankenstein down here. My Frank, let's see if I could. All right, so that's a Frank, that's an unknown mushroom, and the rest of these small little ones are just OG bounces. So yeah, everything's doing pretty good. Hopefully I can have a few ready for the frag swap, maybe let them go for 150. We'll see what happens. If anybody's interested in mushrooms, I'll definitely take them. But all the corals are doing well. Haven't had any issues except for the calcium. Everything else is doing amazing. I have this small little, let's see, this small Space Invader that's doing all right. It should probably be a little more fluffy than it is, but I don't know. It hasn't died or anything, so I guess it's still doing pretty good. Hopefully whenever I get my calcium up, it'll start opening up a little more. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the 60-gallon lagoon tank. Everything's doing good. No major issues. But yeah, over the weekend I'll get that dosing pump and that kalkwasser, and I'll go ahead and set it all up, and I'll bring you guys along with it. I'll show you guys an update on that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this update, guys. I'll continue to update you guys. If you guys haven't already followed me on Instagram, that's Enchanted Reefs on Instagram. So go ahead and like my page, follow me there. I post a lot of updates there, more than I do on YouTube. So yeah, go ahead and give it a like, a follow. I'll follow you guys back. And besides that, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and I'll see you guys all next time.